Hello, everybody. This is Mel from Software Engineering of America. Thank you for coming today. We often talk about people who get up and walk away from their desk without signing off from their session. So there are some problems about not signing off. If you walk away without signing off, anybody walking by can sit down at your desk, lean over to your keyboard, and just start having access to whatever authorities you have. That might be much higher than what they normally have. But it even goes another step beyond, whether it's malicious or whether it's a colleague with a bad sense of humor. What if they sit down and they start sending out emails as you? What if they start changing people's passwords as you? So there's a lot of reasons why you should take the time to think about signing off or maybe implementing something that if you're away for more than X number of minutes to automatically take some actions to protect you. Now, IBM gives you some basic rudimentary ways to begin on a topic like this. So if we take a look at some system values, so work system value, QINA, we have two system values for inactive timeouts. Now, the first one is rather straightforward. We can take a 2 as if we wanted to change it. On our system, we have another product that's doing this for us. So here you see star none, but we can put in from 5 to 30 minutes of nobody hitting an enter key or a function key. We will consider this workstation is timed out. No human is here sitting at the desk. Okay, so we have that. Then we have, very misleading from IBM, I have to admit, but we have the inactive job message queue. If we take a look at that, you have some choices that to me they're more like actions. So you could send a message to a message queue and have the operator walk over to your desk and sign you off. Or you can have the system automatically end your job or a little more politely disconnect your job. So you have the ability to resume it when you come back. So that's what IBM gives us. Effective, but not very complex. So we have a product within the suite of iSecurity end-to-end security products for the IBM a screen timeout product. So if we go into Start Screen, which is our product, we have some additional levels of control over timing out these sessions. So if we just go into these definitions briefly without going through the entire product, first we can define what are the timeout periods. So here, for 7 days a week in this case, we're going to lock your screen and require a password if you don't hit an enter key or a function key for 10 minutes. We're going to consider that you just went home for the day, you're not coming back if it goes to 90 minutes. And we'll take additional steps, not just a password, but we might either end or disconnect your job. So we now have two levels of timings. So if we go back, we can take a look at how about exceptions? Not all users have the same business requirements. So here, anybody who starts with the J user profile, they're going to lock out in half the time. These people are accessing very confidential information. They're going to get their workstation locked in half the time. This troublemaker M. Zucker, he's not even going to have the lock required. He's not going to lock, and he has a 99 times so the factor. So we're just not going to be locking his workstation. So you do again have some flexibility now. Beyond 5 to 300 minutes, you have it by user. If we take a look at the screens or the workstations, the display 01 is typically the console. You may not want to lock that. Certain other locked workstations you may not want to lock. Just like the users, we can increase or decrease the values from the defaults that we saw set up earlier. So a lot of flexibility. Now, we certainly have some businesses where there's a requirement to run a very long running job, and instead of in batch, they do it interactively. There are people out there that maybe are doing a backup from the workstation DSP01. Maybe it's a batch job, month end or something that runs interactively. Maybe a programmer forgot and is doing a whole lot of recreates or something interactively. So we can have an exception, not by the user, not by the workstation, but by the program. If this program is what's running interactively, don't time it out. Don't lock the screen, don't end it, don't disconnect it. So now we have a lot of flexibility that can be configured. You might have workers out on the warehouse doing the trucking that need to have their workstations locked when they walk away from the loading dock. You might have people sitting at their desk to work on very confidential information that you want to have them locked. It doesn't have to be everybody, and it could be different values for different people. So we considered why we may want to lock our workstations if nobody is sitting there typing keys. What are some of the possible consequences if we don't? What can happen? As well as what IBM provides and what the iSecurity Screen product provides. So I want to thank you for your time today. If you do have any questions, please feel free to email us or call us at the information on your screen below. Thank you. Goodbye, everybody.